Today on Truth Be Trolled, don't meet your heroes. They will disappoint you.
And we talk mad shit about all the celebrities that we've had to work with or just met.
Come and take a ride.
Melvins. Got a funny story about them kind of sideways. The girlfriend or the wife, I don't know, Buzz's girlfriend or whatever, she was hanging out with the guys in Slayer. And I was backstage with them for some reason. I can't remember because I think it was Unearthed. It was an Unearthed tour with Slayer. So they let me know, Ken took me everywhere. So I'm hanging out and Kerry is playing a game of like a Nintendo game or something like that. You know, like a really badass like racing game. So I'm watching him.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then I'm like watching him talking, blah, blah. And then somebody started giving me shit because she kept this girl, that claims to be Melvin's wife or girlfriend or whatever, right? So she kept naming all these bands. And like, I didn't know the names of these bands. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it's like these weird, obscure, like metal bands. Like, oh, you listen to that? I'm like, oh, no, I don't know. You know, whatever, talking. And then she's like, what the fuck? You don't know this? And then I hear like Kerry stop his game, he pauses it. And he just starts up, he's like, oh, whatever her name was. He's like, shut the fuck up and stop with your stupid fucking bands, blah, blah. Get the fuck out. And he kicked her out of the fucking dressing room for me. And after he kicked her out, I was like, what the fuck just happened? He goes like, come here, buddy. He's like, here, drink this. And he gave me a shot of something. I don't know what the fuck it was. I was like, oh man, I got to drink this.
Yep,
I got to drink this.
Damn right. Dude, ironically, Susie hooked me up with backstage passes for Slayer. And I brought my brother, and we were watching from Kerry King's Guitar Pit, the show, like right on the stage. And I was like, this is unbelievable because I've seen some incredible bands on the stage. And the little section comes where Kerry walks off, and my brother decides to pull out his fucking phone and start filming Kerry, like talking to his tech, like closer than we are right now. Whoa. And Kerry looks over at my brother. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, put the fucking phone away, dude. And I was like, oh, now it feels weird. I was like, I hope he doesn't tell Ken on me. It's like, it was awesome, though. It was fucking awesome. It was incredible, actually.
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah.
Now it feels weird. So true.
Oh, that shit.
Dave, remember we were backstage somewhere at like a outdoor festival, and you were like, hey, man, I want you to meet a friend of mine. He's a really good drummer.
Wow.
Remember this? So you're like dragging me around out back. You're like, dude, you got to meet this guy. He's such a good drummer. You should talk to this guy because you're a drummer and he's a drummer. You should talk to this guy. He's really nice.
Dave doesn't even know what you're talking about.
I do.
I'm excited to hear.
Me too.
So we roll up on this guy who's just minding his own, smoking a butt, you know, in one of the tents out back. And the guy turns around. And Dave goes, hey, Gene, this is my friend Ben. He plays drums too. It was Gene Hoglan.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
What was that? What festival was that?
I went, hey, Gene. So I hear you're a drummer. Oh,
yeah.
Me
I didn't know
too,
shit,
bro.
Yeah, I didn't know shit about Gene Hoglan.
He actually, when we first started playing, my buddy who like we learned together, his little shitty band got to open for those guys like at the channel or something. I forget what it was, but that was like my introduction to seeing like gnarly dude on the drums when I was like in my teens. I was like, woo, holy shit.
Blew me away the most about Gene because we got to sit behind him for some reason. Did we sit behind him on his drums on the drum stage or whatever?
Yeah.
Did we? And one thing that blew my mind.
Who was he playing for? Was he filling in?
I think he was filling in for Unearthed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, the freaking kick drum pedals were two different model kick drum pedals. Like the whole drum kit was so mismatched. I was like, and he's killing it. You know, I'm like,
drummers are usually too anal for that shit.
Right. Like they got to measure how far the snare drum is from the tom.
He seemed like one of those drummers. He would sit on any kit and shred it.
Yeah, he was ripping.
And break it.
Yeah. Yeah, Gene Hoglan.
Nice guy. Really nice guy.
And he's a nice guy, yeah. And which band was it that he played mostly for? Was it
Death?
Death, that's the one, yeah.
And then Death Clock.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's a whole genre.
Death Clock's my favorite metal band.
I do. It's so good. I think he played for Devin Townsend, maybe. Gene's played for so many different bands.
Yeah. He's the Josh Freese of metal.
He really is.
Josh Freese. Hey, does anybody know who the new Foo Fighters drummers is?
I bet his name's Dave Grohl.
I was wondering if he was going to go back to it, but then who's going to sing?
Grave Dole.
I think it's going to be his kid, the old drummer's kid.
Wolfgang Grohl.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Wolfgang Grohl. But
Wolfgang Hawkins.
Hawkins, yeah, Wolfgang Hawkins.
Oh yeah. Well, that kid crushed it, dude. On his
did.
opportunity, he slayed for sure. That was really something else.
Yeah, he stood up. I'd have shit my pants. I don't do like if
No,
anybody
you
asked me,
wouldn't
I'd be
have.
like, oh,
Get outta here with
I
that.
drop sticks.
I have nightmares about
Yeah.
that, like being like at the last minute, like dude, we need.
And I would need therapy after because of all the regrets that would be replaying in my brain.
No way. You'd get off stage, fucking have a drink, and like party. That's what you would have done. Hopefully.
I don't know. For me, I say for me. No, I'm just thinking about listening to you guys. Kind of reminds me of something. I had a dream.
I think about
Amen.
it often. I think I know exactly which stream you're talking about. I'm
Dude.
gonna write it down while he tells a story.
No, well, no, it goes along with what you guys are saying, but I had a dream where we were playing a venue that we got to play over in Europe, and it like I could see it all, and I remember walking around after sound check, doing like the perimeter. It was kind of like it's just an arena type of thing, and in my fucking dream, I was hearing Loverboy.
Love.
And I was
Loverboy.
like, Loverboy? I was like, why am I hearing Loverboy? It wasn't working for the weekend. It was like, it was a deep track. I was like, that sounds like Loverboy. And I was like, wait, are we on tour with Loverboy? I was like, what? Right? So out of nowhere, I'm like, I see Mike Reno. Like
Fat Mike Reno or old
no,
Mike
like
Reno?
old Mike Reno.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like this is like the equivalent of Jim Morrison, Wayne,
Right.
in
Yeah.
the desert.
Yeah.
This is me at this venue with Mike Reno, who now he's my, I guess in the story, he's my
your
spirit.
shaman.
Well, he's
Yeah,
my
he's
spirit
spirit
guide, right? Bandana, the whole thing, right? And he's coming towards me. And I'm like, and I notice, I'm like with a couple of the guys in the band. I was like with Tony and Petey. I was like, wow, he's coming towards me. And then he gives me like the look where he's going to include me in his show, right? And I was like, well, that sounds like, it looks like, what? And then he goes like this. He brings his arm back and he throws the microphone. It's a wireless microphone.
Like
He
Uncle
throws
Rico?
throws it towards me. He throws it towards me. And I see it flipping in slow motion coming towards me. And I'm like, and then I go, and I let it fly over my left shoulder, right? You hear boom, 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 right? And I turn and he comes whipping by me and he looks at me. He's like, and then he just keeps on going. He goes and grabs the mic to try again. And then that's when I notice I turn and I start running out, like away from him, right? Dude, in slow motion. And I'm like, what's going on? And then boom, it immediately, it's me there backstage going like, dude, I am so sorry. I had no idea you were going to throw the mic to me. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? Like, why didn't you let me know ahead of time? It would have been awesome. I'm like sitting there just over talking, right? And he stops and he says some of the most important shit to me ever. He's like, you got to be ready for that shit, man. You got to be ready for that shit. And boom. And I woke up. And that's
Fuck
it.
yeah.
And that's it.
Loverboy on point.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
it. So now I have fully revealed that Mike Reno is my spirit guide.
And he was looking for a bandana before this podcast started. Anybody see him scrambling
I
around
was-
asking about
no,
a bandana?
yeah, because
he
I'm
wants to
sweating,
fucking
dude.
roll
I
his bandana,
sweat.
Put it around his
I
What
sweat-
did you
dude,
write
if I-
down before? What did you write down?
I wrote down a different dream.
Oh, okay.
And I turned and as he's telling, I remember this dream a lot. But then I started realizing, like, I think it was my dream that it was
My wish.
Yeah, I think it was my dream that was fucking disturbing me all these years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
But
This
it was a scene for some reason of you like Waltham style being like, yeah, like the big big moment, right? And for some reason like Daryl was just like phoning it in on the drums, and I was like, and it was so terrible. The drums, it was just so terrible. So you're sitting there trying to fucking, keep things going strong, and the band is just fucking failing behind you. Like
this means so much. I didn't know about this dream.
it's a dream. Dude, it's a fucking nightmare, dude.
Holy
I'm
shit.
traumatized by it.
Yeah,
Like,
mine
think
wasn't
about
a nightmare. Mine was just one of those lessons. It's like, yo,
So listen,
always be ready. So like, it's like,
that-
be ready for shit.
that nightmare affected him so much. He's like, "Fuck this band, I'm out of here."
We're moving on, call it.
That's it.
Who's looking for me?
I didn't want to
Out
tell him about the dream. Yeah, no, dude, I did not dream
That
that
brought
for
tears
sure.
to my eyes. I'm fucking crying, laughing.
Yeah, no,
I had
dude,
a
that's
dream
intense.
once that was so real that it freaked me out. But I was in my Ferrari on Sunset, and I pulled up to the Comedy Store and picked up Eddie Van Halen, and I'm like, "Well, what are we doing?" And he's like, "Nah, we're just gonna fucking cruise up and down Mulholland and listen to music, and then we'll go to the studio." And it was so real, so weirdly real,
That's a good dream.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
so random as fuck. I don't remember dreams usually either, but
Yeah,
that's
that
funny.
one stuck out to me. That one.
Are you guys? Do you remember your dreams right now? Like you remember
No.
dreams that you had like this past week?
Hell no, zero.
Right. All right. Yeah. What happens? What happens to us? Why do we stop dreaming as we get older?
I think sleep is you pulling up to the Tesla charger.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like, all right, ready, doc.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but dude, you remember dreams you say all the
I
time.
remember. Yeah, some of them stick.
He's a dream weaver.
I just keep thinking about you're getting tossed the microphone and blown it. Were you that kid in fucking gym class that was afraid of the ball?
No, but dude, here's the thing. Maybe there were moments where I was afraid of the ball. In other words, like figuratively. So I
Yeah.
think that's what that
Oh, yeah,
was.
that-
That it's me just
100%.
not taking a shot. I was like, dude, I swear I saw it. I felt like, what was his name in WKRP in Cincinnati? Not even dating myself, but they were playing a
Johnny
softball
Fever?
game. No, they were playing a softball game. He was kind of nerdy. He's like, don't hit the ball to me. And he's like in the outfield and the ball's coming to him. He's like, like I felt like that. Like I was like, what the hell? That mic, I should grab it. Everybody's way. I should go
Yeah, that's
right
right.
into it.
You
It should be noted that
You
Loverboy's
finkled it.
first album is perfect. There are no B-sides. Every song is a fucking slayer. Absolute killer.
And dude, here's the thing.
That's one with the red jeans.
yeah, with the like
Yeah.
red leather dick.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't own any Loverboy music. I collected it finally after it was available online from Napster and whatever.
I think
But
I got mine at Columbia House.
Yeah, no, dude, or that. But I know that I wasn't like the bandana is definitely
He's
seems like
still ripping that bandana.
yeah. I don't know if I bit that or whatever, but
you
but
you finkled it.
I must have. But I'm telling you, the feeling of it would happen quick. It was I see him. I was like, whoa, all right, he's up here. And then I just figured he was going to, lean over the side and get everybody going that was down there screaming. But he was just coming towards me. And at that point, I was like, okay, maybe he's just trying to acknowledge me. Yeah, you guys are direct support. What's up, man? Check this out. You know what I mean? Like, this how you do it or whatever. I was like, oh, that's cool, too. I'll take that. And then I was like, well, why is he looking at me like I'm involved in something that he hasn't
He
told me?
thought everybody was working for the weekend,
He
but you
thought
were
I
on
was,
vacation.
Dude, I was, dude, it was just, that was it. Just in frame, and then my head was out of frame. And then that was it. And the look on his face of like, you amateur. You friggin' amateur. That's what I woke up to. I woke up to, holy shit.
I've had real rock stars show me that disappointment.
Oh,
in real life.
Dude,
Do
when
tell,
I met the
do
Darkness, for some reason I started texting with the singer to the Darkness, right? And like I thought we had a pretty good time, but he was a really quiet guy. And then I definitely realized I stayed in the dressing room in the tent for too long. I was like, I'm overstaying my welcome right now. I'm gonna fucking get the fuck out of here. But I was drinking a little bit, So I texted him on Instagram and I was like, hey man, I just want to say it was really great to meet you. I was a little tipsy, but I'm sorry, blah. And he goes, I have the most perfect fucking Hawaiian shirt for you. I was like, oh, really? He's like, I have it, and it's really good. He goes, it's like a brown kind of like autumny kind of Hawaiian shirt. It's a little different. He's like, yeah. He goes, I call it 7 shades of shit. And I was like, you motherfucking British motherfucker,
Yeah.
because they got a different type of humor. So I was like,
Yep.
I was like, whatever, haha, never to be spoken to again. I was like, motherfucker just did that to me.
That's funny.
Yeah, but that may have been endearing.
It may have been. I might be misunderstanding. We're from two
think you
different
will have to
continents, so I
ask. Yeah,
don't
you
know.
gotta ask him.
We're
It
gonna have to
wasn't.
ask him. I know, dude.
No.
You know what? I still watch him though as often as I
Yeah,
can.
he's cool.
His
He's
fucking
cool.
podcast is great.
Yeah, I agree.
I love his point, and I love his persona on stage. Now that guy generally doesn't give two fucks. He just fucking says whatever he wants. He's got new teeth now. He's like fucking doing whatever, And he's invited to all the greatest shit. Like people recognize him. He's a dude.
Well, he's a G. He's also been around for 20 years. I remember when they were coming out, you guys were practicing in the building, and that they were like a thing. The darkness. I'm like, I don't like this shit, but you guys all kind of dug it, and I was like, is this guy yodeling? I'm like, I don't get it. But as a personality, I think that dude's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That's funny. Well, Ben.
Yeah.
Back in the day, my favorite period musician from like high school to like early 20s was Nuno Bettencourt. And I was like a fucking fangirl. I loved him. So as I kind of got through bands or whatever, one day I meet my future brother. Did I tell this? I might have told this story. Anyways, I meet Nuno's tech, and it was like cool. So it was like, and then I started playing with that dude. So, you know, you start to move into new like groups of people, and it was like kind of the extreme camp. So I started, I made a record for a band on Nuno's label, which I fucking love still to this day, called Flesh. They're amazing.
Oh, Flesh, his little brother's band.
Yeah, they're fucking unreal, dude. I love those guys. And then my band started taking off, and Nuno's nephew is the drummer. So there's things going on. So Nuno starts letting me and Fitzy use some of his amps, and he's going to produce a record for us, and we're in the studio, and then something weird happens. Man, I can't say I didn't do it, but I don't recall doing it. Somebody said that I said Nuno's nephew was a shit bass player. And I don't know much more than that, other than it was weird. So at the end of producing our song, which was pretty good, it ended up being way better, but it was okay. Nuno sat us down and told us for like an hour about being a piece of shit in this business and how he's got 1 million records sold. And by the end, he had 50 million records sold. Like the story kept getting more intense as he got madder. And he's saying this to the band. But what he was really doing was saying it to me. So, yeah. And I was like, I'm telling you right now, literally my hero. Like I sat with him for a week doing this record. I was like, wow, this dude really knows what I was learning a lot. I was like, this is incredible. And all of a sudden this sour ass thing happened from this third party saying I said something. And like I said, maybe I did. I don't think so, but fuck me. Who knows? But, so he's telling this story to us, and he's cursing us out, and he says, I want my fucking amps back. And he goes, I don't know if I should delete this fucking song. Dude, he was so mad.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, and then we had a gig like a night or two later, or maybe even that night, I forget. And, you know, bless his nephew, is a super sweet dude. Really, really is. And Nuno put him in this position of giving me the letter. Nuno did a 4-page handwritten letter to me saying what a piece of shit I am. And I was just like, and when I was like reading it and looking at it, and this poor kid that had to hand it to me felt so fucking bad because he knew what was going on. And I get the letter, and he's just standing there reading, and I'm like,
oh fuck,
dude.
Was it more?
This is fucking cool. I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, I don't think I did. I'm like, Nuno wrote this like about me?
You still
I'm like,
have
it? I have it. It starts off attention asshole, and it goes on like what a fat piece of shit I am, and how I color match my hats and my sneakers, and he's going on and like what a piece of crap guitar player I am, and all this other stuff.
And this all stemmed from talking shit allegedly about his
allegedly. Like I said, I could have, but if I wouldn't mean to do that. Like I had a lot of respect for the whole group.
And where I said it's a very Fosterish thing of you.
It kind of is, bro.
Sounds very Foster.
But he's sitting there telling me what a piece of shit I am. Like within a year and a half, I fucking signed 2 record deals. Like 2 years later, I had a fucking like platinum record and literally gonna go diamond before I die. Like all of these crazy things happened. I was like, yeah, I did it because this fucking dude set me straight or drove me or whatever, but I was cool with every second of it. It was cool.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a great attitude.
But you can't really meet the people that you really revere because things like that happen. And if you're not strong enough to like, I reversed it. But if you, that could be like crushing. Could never play guitar again.
Did you ever tell Nuno about how you felt about that letter since?
You know what's funny? I was at the Roxy, and Nuno happened to be right in front of me, and my buddy's fucking hit me in the leg. He's like, say hi. I'm like, no, man, I'm not fucking doing this right now before a night of like having fun. I'm like, fuck no. But no, it doesn't matter. But I'm still really cool with like those other dudes. Like,
but you never run into Nuno like through like Sully.
I live in the same town that he comes from.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there anymore. Does he?
No,
go,
but he
doesn't go
comes to
back there?
town often or
Yeah.
whatever. He's got family there or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still love him. I literally think he's the best guitar player, like rock player on
Yeah,
the planet.
oh, absolutely.
I think he is.
Absolutely.
He was great in the super.
Yeah, he
group.
killed. Yeah.
It was
And
really
we
awesome.
also we would just listen to him all the time. I mean, at the young age, because we would have to go grocery shopping sometimes with Ma. Or was I the only one that had to go? I felt like you were there too. We would just listen to Extreme.
We both went, but I mean, Extreme's Extreme, man.
I'm
They
like,
were great.
so
It was a great band.
They are great, but
Yeah,
he's
they-
like
But he's
something else. He's got super crazy talent in many ways. Could be, but he's also famous for being a fucking dick too. So whatever, you
Right.
know?
Well, Frank, you have a story being on a plane with him, don't you?
No, I mean, I saw him at the airport. He was in front of me. That no.
Oh, I thought
mean,
you
the
sat
only-
on the same plane with you.
No, it was me working at the Solomon Pond Mall. That's I was working at Cambridge Soundworks at the Solomon Pond Mall, and I'm sitting there behind the counter, just sitting there watching Toy Story, whatever, for the umpteenth time, or it's on all the TVs, and I'm like, I look over, and I'm like, and I see, I'm like, whoa, that looks like Nuno Bettencourt.
Well, yeah, that mall's in his neighborhood.
Exactly. I'm not thinking. You know what I mean? At that time, maybe I didn't even know that he, you know what I mean? Or I probably did, but I was just like, oh. So I'm there with a coworker. He's like, what's up, Frank? And I was like, yo, I think that right there is this guy, Nuno Bettencourt, plays guitar in Extreme. He goes, oh, cool. He goes, do you want to go over and talk to him? He's like, I'll cover the counter. And I was like, yeah. I was like, this place is quiet. This mall is quiet. I'm going to do it. So I'm like, okay. And I kind of shimmy over, you know what I mean, a little bit. Like I'm like, you know, leaving the store and then kind of walking over. And he's got his hands, you know, kind of like dragging them down as he's looking for something on the map. Short little guy, I thought. I walked over and I was like, hey, Nuno? And he looks at me, he goes, yes.
Yeah,
And I was like,
sounds just like him.
whoa. And I was like, hey, I don't know. I work over at Cambridge Soundworks and I saw you walk in and I just wanted to make sure that I got a chance to come over and tell you that I love your band. I listen to it with my brother all the time. And I don't know. That's all I wanted to say. And he's like, okay. And he just turns and he just is all I just remember seeing.
Very
is just-
Foster like, right?
It's just nail polish. All I saw, no, but I just saw him just his fingers, all of them light blue, just kind of like just looking for something. And I was like, okay, and I kind of shimmied away and I went back in. So I don't know if that was a bad experience, but it was what.
Dude, that was a Saliva experience because that's how the guy from Saliva acted when he walked off his bus to me. I was like, hey, dude, you play Diamond Amps. I play Diamond Amps too. I'm one of the. And he's like, cool. He just walked away. I was like, you fucking, that's my bus. I'm on a bus too. I'm on a bus too. What the fuck?
Yeah, but what if they overreacted? Like, what if he started hugging you and kissing your neck? Like, dude, we do.
We'd
both
be friends
play,
now.
We both play Diamond.
Oh, no. You're better off the way you went. Dude, in like, what was it? I want to say like 99. Me and the band are in Manhattan. We had our deal and we went down there to do like photo shoots with some, it was like a pretty cool experience, but it's like fucking 3 a.m. and we're outside some random bar and we're waiting in line. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then the door opens and fucking Michael Stipe sticks his head out and he's like, and he's like, and he like sticks his head back in and I'm like, yo, that bald motherfucker was Michael Stipe. Like, you can tell. He looks like AZT commercials. It was definitely him. And then our A&R guy's like, all right, cool, come on. And we like scoot on in and dude, every fucking supermodel, Michael Stipe, Courtney Love, in a little bar twice the size of this room, and Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the reason I'm telling this story, because he's like leaning, he's got a baseball hat pulled down, and he's leaning against a pole, and I'm like, and we're fucking lit. And I'm like, I look at my buddy Fitzy, I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to him. And I walk up and I'm like, hey man, fucking love Basketball Diaries. And he gives me one of these. Trying to pick up a woman, man, fuck off. And I was just like, hell yeah. And I walked away dejected.
Oh, shit, dude.
And, you know, I mean, that was pretty much, I mean, there was a lot going on that night. Like, Mike Mills from REM, like, is trying to give fucking Shippy cocaine in the toilet. Like, it's like,
Whoa.
what the fuck is going on in this place? It was crazy. Supermodels everywhere.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, You know who did that to me? Was the guy, the son from Bud Bundy.
Yeah.
He did it to me
That's
at the
Faustino.
Faustino,
David
yeah.
Faustino.
So I thought David Faustino would be cool because he kind of looks like he's from Waltham, you know, and he's got a last name that ends in O. So it's the Roxy. I think that was the Roxy. It was one of those nightclubs right down on Sunset. And so I saw, it was at a freaking, it was at a Corey Feldman concert.
Oh,
so I was like, this guy's going to be cool. We're at a Corey Feldman concert. He's at a Corey Feldman concert. His last name ends in O. My last name ends in O. So I went there to talk to him. I went to the bar. So I was like, I'll order a drink where he's ordering a drink. So I have a good excuse to like talk. Man, I can't even remember what he said, but it was to the degree of like, yeah, whatever, fuck off, fucking yeah, like yeah, that kind of vibe to it. I was like, cool. I just fucking left. I was like,
what are you gonna do, man? I mean,
Yeah.
it's funny. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
The thing is, Corey Feldman would not have done that to you.
no, I don't think Corey would have.
I don't think so.
No.
I think he would have been like, thanks, man. Like
Yeah,
he would have
yeah.
done some shit because he's a real dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Karen says so too. Karen met him, and
Yeah, she was crying and stuff when we were with that shit. Yeah, she got all and she came running towards me, hugged me, and she was upset. And I was like, "Whoa, what happened?" And then she's like, "Oh, I met Corey Feldman." And I was like, "Wow." I was like, "Okay," you know. And I was like, crying.
He met the puppets too.
It was good.
I mean, was he aware of the puppets at the that we
Dude,
were
if
filming
he
a music
was, if he
video at
wasn't-
his concert
Dude,
He had to have seen him at some point in the crowd.
in a room
Yeah.
twice the size of this
Guys,
Yeah.
please give context to what the fuck
Oh,
you're
sorry.
talking about because this is really weird.
room? Oh, okay.
Funny.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm just hanging out, you know, talking with you guys. I keep forgetting that there might be viewers.
Maybe not, but the context is funny.
we shot, or Tim had basically a treatment, right? We had a treatment ready for a puppet video
For what?
for a Waltham video for Summer Nights.
And
And-
the treatment wasn't really a treatment. It was you had booked a shop outing to take every artist on
That's
a
right.
bus
That's right.
to Corey Feldman show in Haverhill.
That's
So then
right.
I just was tagged along with a camera and
Well, it wasn't like a huge venue. It was like we're like, okay, that'll kill two birds with one stone.
Huge venue. It was
Kill
like
two stones.
It was like
Twice the size of this room.
Yeah, it was like 60 capacity.
Yeah.
the bathroom was also his dressing room.
Yeah.
So this dude's pissing outside because he was in the bathroom changing.
So
But he had a bus, though. Didn't
no,
he have a bus?
I think he did. I think he had a
tour
bus. Yeah, he had
which
a
I
bus.
believe he did not pay the driver. He did not pay the driver and the bus company because I think the bus, I'll have to double check this. He rented the bus to Corey and he was the one that told me Corey fucking didn't pay. No, not renting to that guy ever
Nope.
again. I believe so. But my memory could be messed up. I have MS. Don't forget.
Corey.
What
better place to go than to a Corey Feldman concert inside of this small little bar in Haverhill? Now, with that being said, we decided to do it kind of commando, I guess, or whatever you want. I guess not. Commando's not the word.
Guerrilla.
Guerrilla, commando, guerrilla.
Yeah, gorilla for
Gorilla's a little better. Yeah. Nobody any drawers on. So yeah, we get to the place and the doormen didn't give a shit what we were doing, and that's why we were able to get away with it. That's really what it was.
We had the meet and greet too. So when we got to meet Corey Feldman, he met the puppets.
How'd he play?
Yeah,
played along.
He was just kind of like a.
He was a
He's
little.
probably, he's probably seen way worse. So to that,
He was
probably
he
normal.
he seemed a little cautious because it was during a time where he was getting a lot of ridicule online for doing some stuff. So he you could tell he was like, are these guys making fun of me or
Yeah, that was a tough time.
he had a little bit. He was looking at us a little bit sideways, but
He posed with them like. There's a picture of it. It exists somewhere. Corey and the
I remember
puppets.
half the show was a montage of his film accomplishments. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, we are.
Oh, dude, this intro
we're
was so
very-
good.
It was like it was at least 30 minutes long.
I know, and it was like a bed sheet
Or-
that they kind of like
Dude.
duct taped to the wall
It
or
was-
a pole or something.
It showed most of it. It showed a lot of his screen time on the movies that we're all very familiar with. Like, we don't need to, dude. We know you were in the Goonies and Stand By Me and fucking License
Please
to
understand,
Drive.
though, he's been in Hollywood and he's fucking delusional, and that's part of the magic of him being so whatever he is, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think he showed a clip of the Burbs though. That bummed me out.
Dude, Corey's a legend.
Yeah, he was leaving Tom Hanks out.
Oh,
Yeah.
he had multiple costume changes. He had
Yes.
3 or 4.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Awesome.
comedian / brilliant musician.
Hey, the joke is on us.
He will fucking shame anyone on the guitar. I think you can
Yeah,
testify.
I can tell. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, he's a bad
Dude,
motherfucker.
I think he's the modern day Andy Kaufman, and we're all being duped.
I hope
Except-
he is.
Well,
I
you know what
hope-
gave it away though? You don't say it literally out loud if that's what you're doing. Like Andy
Right,
Kaufman
exactly.
was never like the joke is on you.
Yeah. Oh,
You shouldn't
you're
have to
right.
say it
Ah,
literally.
You're right. Corey, that's jumping the shark right there, Corey. Come on.
All right, Frank's looking at his phone. I think we're done. But that was there was some heat in that one. There was some
I felt this podcast.
Dude,
I
there's
thought this
nothing
one
like
went good.
there's nothing like talking about your heroes that told you to fucking eat a dick, dude.
Yeah.
It's just weird business. It's fun. You
I
can
mean,
cry or you can rejoice.
I know, and I'm happy that we're all mature and old enough now to be able to accept that.
Well,
Or that
I actually thought that within seconds.
Oh,
So
I mean, mature enough to be able to share it. Talking about our heroes and sharing our stories of honesty
yes, and acceptance
and
and
acceptance
personal growth. I'm sorry, Uncle Nuno.
So my question to you now is: you see all like the Rick, he did a big interview with the guy who has the
Beato?
studio, Beato. And I've seen a lot of interviews with Nuno these days. You see a lot of interviews, and he's an awesome dude, man. I love that he's the way he is, you know, like, on interviews.
His interviews are good.
How do you feel though about that Nuno that you see on interviews versus the one that you know in person?
Well, no, I also know that spiritual dude that was like promoting love before everybody else was too.
Uh-huh.
So, you know,
Okay.
everybody, it's dichotomy, man. Like, maybe he was protecting his family. Maybe he's just a dick. I don't know. I just know that, wow, it was harsh. We could have talked about how to improve my attitude instead of all the things we went through. But hey, here we are.
Yeah. All right. Well, for anybody watching, this is the real us. This is
Jeez.
the real, that's the real Foster. That's the real Frank.
Oh my God.
This is how we are in real life.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, this is a great podcast. This is a great cast, I think.
That was funny.